Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I'm going to be doing a fabulous Let's Resin video. Now I'm going to be using this amazing lamp. Now this is a UV light advanced lamp, which is this one, and it sort of like it gives you the light from the top and the bottom, and it is really quick curing and it's fantastic. It's magnetic, so it's double-sided, so you can use it either like that, okay, so you can just pop something underneath, or it's got this lovely little plate. Mine's a bit grubby at the moment because it's well used, and it's got these little magnets on here which clip it together, and then when you turn it on it lights from the top and the bottom, so you've got the UV light from the top and the bottom, and you've got the little it's like a little tray where you pop your little things on. What have I got to pop on it? Here we go. Your little mould. Pop it there. As long as your mould is obviously see-through, or the light can go through it, it works really well. So it's double, so it cures from the top and the bottom, and I love it. It is just the go-to lamp. It's brilliant, and you've got a 2-minute, 3-minute and a 5-minute setting. So I will be using that today. I'm going to also be using obviously some UV resin. This is the clear hard type, and I love this as well. So this comes in a bottle like this, but what I do, I actually, for easier, I've had these ones as well, which are the smaller Let's Resin, and I just decanter it into this one because I find it a little bit easier to use. So that's fabulous. All the products that I'm going to use I will link under the video anyway. And then I'm going to use some beautiful colours, not quite sure which ones, but I've got these lovely chameleon flakes in 5 different colours, and I've also got the holographic glitter in, these come in 6 different colours, and they are just stunning. Right, so it's beginning to be a little bit warmer, isn't it? So we will be eating outside a little bit more this summer. So what I thought I would do, this is just an idea, and I think these would make fabulous gifts as well. Now a little while ago I made these beads, and I wasn't quite sure what I was going to use them for, so I just made them into little clips. You know, when you have your you're having a barbecue, you've got a tablecloth outside, and these will hang on the corners of your tablecloth just to weigh it down just a little bit. Now these are little clips from curtains, so I've had these in my little stash for a long time. So you just clip them onto curtains and it goes onto a curtain pole, but they are absolutely perfect because they've just got like a little hook. They come in a little bag. So they've just got like a little hook on the end, which you can sort of squeeze. You might have seen these anyway. You've probably seen these like that. Oopsie daisy. So they just hook on, and then you just clip that onto your tablecloth, and it just weighs the corners down, which are just fab, aren't they? Now I've used up my beads, which I think are fabulous. But if you've got an extremely windy day, I have popped it onto one of the lovely roses. Now all as I've done, I've added some galvanized wire. Now this is just a little bit of florist wire really, and I've just popped it onto the back with a little bit of UV resin, and that will hang off the corners absolutely perfect. Now my ones that I did are different sizes, they're different thicknesses, so you really want to make sure that they're all the same size. But I'm definitely going to be making some of these, and I think I will probably use different colours because I think it will look absolutely fantastic, especially if you've got a little bit of glitter in there, so it will sparkle it in the sunshine as well. But I just love them. But I'm going to try and do something a little bit different today. Let's just pop these to the side. I have a little mould here. Now this is a little sort of circly, domey mould, and they're sort of like 3 different sizes on here, but they go in a row. This one's sort of like that one, but this one's sort of like upside down. But I just wanted to use these 3 and see if I could sort of like pop a little bit of maybe the galvanized wire in between, and then see if it will hang down, because I don't know, I'm going to try it anyway, because I can do 2 at a time. So that's my idea. Right, I have some gloves. Now let's pick a colour. Shall we have a little bit of blue? What should we do? I don't know. I don't want it to be too dark, but I think this blue would look lovely, wouldn't it? Maybe a bit of blue, and I've got a little bit of glitter here, so I might mix some of that up in some resin. So I've got my window open. I do have a bit of a croaky throat today, so I do apologise. I'm going to pop some gloves on, nice and safe, so make sure you've got a nice well ventilated room. I've got these lovely little silicone cups, little jugs, and they're Let's Resin as well. They come with some of the kits, which are fabulous. Right, so I'm going to use some resin, the UV resin. I'm going to just pop a nice big blob of it in here, like that, because I'm not quite sure how many of them, whether we will, because I need to do 6 of them. So let's pop a little bit of this in. Let's just pop that out of the way. A little bit of this. So we want them nice and pretty, don't we? Nice bit of sparkle. Let's just have a little bit of glitter in there as well. Just a bit of this. Just to catch the sunshine. So I'm here in Portugal and it is becoming barbecue weather. So I have been doing my garden. So I just wanted to make sure I've got everything ready, and my tablecloth just blows up all the time. So I thought this would be a perfect time, look at that, to make something like this to hold them down. I'm going to add just a little bit more resin in there, like that. So let's just mix that up, so that's ready to go. Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to leave that to the side, so that's ready to tip in. Now the next thing I want to do, I probably shouldn't have put my gloves on really yet, but I have a little bit of chain. Now I'm not sure whether chain will work, but it might look quite decorative, mightn't it? So let me just get a pair of pliers, if I can find my pliers. Here we go. Yes, I should have done this before I put my gloves on, but never mind. Let's just take a piece like this. And I was just thinking whether, because I want these, I think it was too big. I want these to obviously be attached to each other. Oops, like that. Let's just get, if I got a pair of tweezers on here, like that, so they go in. Not go in. I think that's going to be too long. I've got my other snippers here somewhere, I'm sure. Here they are. These ones are easier. Let's just clip a little bit more off. Like that, and this one on there. Okay, where's my tweezers gone? Pop that on there, like that. These would make fabulous gifts, wouldn't they, as well, I think, because if you were going to somebody's house over the summertime for a barbecue, wouldn't that be nice little gift? Okay, so my idea, if you put the resin in these, that should keep it attached. So let me do the other side. Got a little link, one there. I'm not measuring them, but obviously you can measure the amount of links you're going to use. So I'm hoping you can see this. Am I far enough in or out? Shall I zoom in a little bit? There we go. Let's just see. Let's just put that in there. Like that. Okay. So these are the same. So we've got a big one, medium one, and a small one. And then we've got the big one, medium, and a small one. Like that. So, fabulous. Okay. Now, I'm going to just tip this in. Let's see if we've got enough. Let's just do the big one. Pop a bit in each one. So we've got a bit of colour, and then maybe I could just pop just a little bit of clear on the top. There we go. Not quite sure, and I'm going to have enough. Maybe. I think I maybe. What do you think? A bit more in there. Now, if this doesn't work, we can add a little bit of galvanized wire, I think, to them if it's not going to quite bend how I think it's going to, or, you know, hang how I think it's going to hang. Right, let's just pop that. I'm going to add this in. Like that. Now again, you can use this with your epoxy resin as well, but I just wanted to see if this would work. This is why I want to do it with the UV resin. Okay, a little bit. That's quite nice because that's sort of like really domey, isn't it? Oh, nice. I hope this works. So this is doing 2 at a time, and once if they're not hanging on your barbecue, they're not hanging on your tablecloth, they can hang in other places, can't they? They can hang inside of little bits and pieces, or even off your tablecloth in your living room. Okay, do they look straight? I think so. I can't see any bubbles. Maybe a few, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to, just to start off with, I'm going to take this off and pop it over the top. So I'm just going to pop that on there just for 3 minutes, and then I will be back. Okay, so that is about 3 minutes. So I'm just doing that so that the chain, it's in there with the chain, which I think it is perfect. So now I'm going to just take it and pop it onto my tray so it will catch the top and the bottom. So you just pop it on the tray like that, push it in, and then I'm going to pop that in there for 5 minutes. So press it 3 times. So you've got the 2 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minutes. So I'm just going to pop that in there for 5 minutes, and then I will be back. Okay, so while that's curing over there, I had another idea. Now I've got these lovely little hangies on here, which are, this is, you get them in sets of 4, and this is the angel, not the angel, the fairy. Now what I've tried to do, I've blocked off, because I don't want the sort of moon, it's the angel sitting on the moon. I would like just the fairy, so I blocked it off with a bit of tape, so I'm hoping that will work. And I'm just wondering whether I could have a fairy one, and if this works, I'll make another 4. Which I just think, if you've got a nice pretty little fairy garden, wouldn't that be lovely? So what I'm going to do, I'm not sure how well I've blocked that off, so let me just get my tweezers in here. I've just got a little bit of tape. I'm just going to block that down there. Again, not easy with my gloves on, but we've got to be safe, haven't we? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix a little bit more of the UV resin in here. I'm just going to do a thin layer on the bottom, just in clear, which I probably could have. No, actually, I'm going to add a little bit. Let's add a little bit of something pretty, shall we? Shall we have some of these beautiful chameleon? These are the violet chameleon flakes. Let's just pop that over there. Just have a little tap of these, shall we? These are just beautiful. Oops. Oops, let's just, oh, look at the mess I make. Let's just tip those in. Oh, lovely. Nothing like a little bit of sparkle, is there? Look at that. So let's pop that in. Shall we have a little bit of glitter in there as well? Maybe I'll pop a little bit of silver in. What do you think? Silver shining in the sunshine. Can you sound? I sound desperate to get sunshine, don't I? I'm just so looking forward to some nice sun. There we go. Let's mix this in. Now, do you think I should put that in, or shall I try and block this little bit up with a little bit of clear resin first? Let's just poke that in like that. So I'm hoping I'm in shot for you. There we go. I think I am. Let's get a little bit of clear. I think my other ones will be nearly done. I'm going to pop a tiny bit just to see if I can block the little holes up. Just in here. Just a little bit. Let's see. I think that's going in there. Just dip that in. Right. I'm going to pop that in my lamp. Let's move this out of the way. Let's turn that one off because I believe that's probably pretty much done. Let's just pop that in there for a few seconds. I pop that in there just to get rid of the bit on there, just to get rid of that. Now, shall we see? Let's pop this out of the way. Let's see how this works. Pop these out. I'm going to pop them out because I can pop them back in again. Ooh. Now that's quite warm. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay, so not quite hanging how I thought they would hang, but oh, I love it. They don't quite hang down properly. So, well, they do look beautiful. Make a lovely pair of earrings, wouldn't they? So what I think we shall do, let's pop that back in. Okay, I'm going to let those cool just a little smidgen, just while we get our little fairy going. These will cool down, and what I might do is just pop a little bit of wire down along where the chain is. I haven't really put that in there very well, have I? There. Right, I'll pop those to the side. Let's turn that off. And let's see. I think that might have blocked that hole up. Right, a little bit in there. Don't want that. Let's see. Let's go for this, shall we? Let's give this another little mix. I'm going to pop that in the little star. Just so it goes right in there. And into her hand. Let's make sure we get right in there. Pop that in. Gosh, if this comes out just like a little fairy, I think they would look beautiful hanging, wouldn't they? On the table. Hanging on the tablecloth. Okay. What do you think? A little bit more in there? Just tip this around. I have a little bit more, maybe just pop a little bit more silver in her wings. Just tip that in. Don't think my desk is very level, is it? Let's just pop you down this way a little bit. Into her little toes, there we go. Yeah, no, my desk is very wonky. Look at the beautiful colours though. Okay, we will be able to level this out, that's not a problem. Right, I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to add a bit more and some silver in for her wings. Now once I get started on this resin, I just love it. What do they do with the silver? Here we go. I'm going to pop a little bit of silver like that, and I've also got these little flakes which I think are really, really pretty. I'm going to pop a few of those in there. Let's just see if we can do her wings just a little bit. Do you think that's going to be enough? I'm going to just sort of tip that down. And then we can add the little clip on the little hook bit afterwards. Just attach it maybe to both of the wings, I think, probably. Let's try anyway, let's give it a go. If we don't try, we will never know. So look at that. What do you think? I think we need a little bit more in. I think I might need to add a little bit of the clear, just to make sure I've got enough in here. Let's turn you round this way. Look at that, just beautiful. Now I will be making more of these, I think, in the epoxy resin. Let's just pop that little bubble there. There we go. Perfect. Right. Going to pop this under the lamp. Look at that. Can't see it coming out from there, so fingers crossed it will stay. Let's just, I should have popped it on the tray first, really. There we go. Going to pop her in there. Pop her in there for 5 minutes to start. I'm going to pop it over to the side like that. Now, I think I might have to just take this one out. It's a little bit wibbly wobbly. Let's go round like that. There we go. That's better. Right, now what I would like to do is take some of this. I'm going to have to take my gloves off. Now, we're not using the resin now, so I'm a bit safer. Oh, my hand's a bit sticky from those. Let's just get some of these. Now, I'm hoping this will work. I do need some resin, don't I? So, let's just take a few pieces of this wire. So like I said, this is just sort of galvanized wire from a garden centre. So I'm going to pop, I think I'll pop a piece either side of each one. 2, 4, 6, and then one more. And let's just see if that will work. Now I am going to use a little bit of resin. I have to use that. So I'm just going to pop a little bit on there. Little bit there, whoops, and a little bit there. Okay, what I was thinking, oops, is just, do you think that will hold it straight? Didn't quite hang properly with just the chain, so So this might give it a little bit of stability, and I think it makes it a little bit more decorative, doesn't it, on that bit. Just make sure they're straight. Pop that in there. Okay. Just turn that round. Pop a little bit on here. Gosh, these are so pretty. Again, you can make them into all sorts of things. So if these work, I will probably be making quite a few and giving them away as gifts, because I think they are going to be fab. Something that's a little bit more unusual to give as a gift, isn't it? I think. There we go. Do you think that's on there? I can add a little bit more resin, I think, once they're sort of in place. Now, I'm going to see, this is our little fairy. She's going to have to go in for a little bit longer. So I'm going to just pop these on, pop this here. I think I should be able to get both in. Let me just show you. Let's bring the lamp in. Let's take this off and see if we can fit them both in together. Look at that. That's the nice thing. Take the lid off like that, and they will both fit in. Pop that on the top, pop it in for 5 minutes, and then pop that to the side like that, and I will be back. Okay, so I'm just going to take out this one, and I'm going to add just a little bit more resin on top. I'm going to maybe pop a little bit of a wire loop on either end. So let's just take another little bit. It's probably too much. Let's get my little round head pliers. Let's do that just so we've got like a little loop at the top like that. Let's chop this off. I think that's going to be big enough, isn't it? I think. Tiny little bit on there. A little bit on that one, because that's going to be the top. Let's take this. So this wire bends anyway, so not quite in the right place. We can bend it, can't we? So there we go. I'll add a little bit more onto there, just to make sure I've got enough on each little one, because we don't want them falling off. Oops. Oops. Oh, did I do that? There we go. Right. I'm going to pop this under the lamp. Let's see what our little fairy's doing, shall we? Let's pop this over here. Bring this back. I'm going to just turn that off. Take her out. She's quite warm. Pop you back in there. Pop that on. Pop that on. Only need to go on for a little bit. Let's move you out of the way. Okay, what do you think? Do you think that's done the job? Let's just be quite gentle with this. Hoping that will just sort of... Not sure whether I've left it under there for long enough, so let's see. This is just sort of packing tape that I've used on here. Okay, let's be nice and gentle. Lovely. Oh gosh, look how pretty she is. Oh, I love it. Oh look, so that's her hand. That's fab, isn't it? Right, let's just pop you out. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to just snip it with my little scissors here. But I think that's come out fabulous. This is quite nice because it just snips off quite simple. But be careful where it pings. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Right. Chip, chip, chip. Just snip these little bits off. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. Don't you think that's going to look lovely hanging? So, she's still a tiny bit tacky on there. So I'm going to pop her under our little lamp. I'm going to take these out. I'm going to pop her in there just like that. She's beautiful. Pop that on for another couple of minutes. Let's pop these out. Fingers crossed these will work now. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love them. Wow. Gosh, these would make some funky earrings, wouldn't they? Look at that. So you can still bend them a little bit. But how lovely are those? And they've got a nice weight to them. They're not really heavy, but they've got a lovely weight to them. You can push this in. What I did, I just got my pliers and I just bent that in, these in just a little bit like that, so they just hang down. Oh, fabulous. Oh, I'm going to be making more, but you can always add, these can all be different colours. You don't have to have them the same colour. I think they would look really nice different colours, wouldn't they? Oh, how lovely. So yes, definitely going to make a couple more of those. Beautiful. They got a really nice weight to them. So again, because it's got that wire, you can just slightly bend it. Oh, I love them. Look at that. Now, we've got these ones. Shall we see what Fairy's doing? We've got this one, which you can make. I'm definitely going to be making one of those. But I'm going to make some of these with, maybe I'll make some up in a minute. Make some of these up with some epoxy resin. Oh, I love them. Oh, I do love them. So funky. And my little fairy worked. Let's see what she's doing. Let's pop these to the side. Look at that. Love it. Now, what shall we pop at the top to hold it on? Because this is going to hook on here. So this is going to hook this way. So we could, not that it really matters, does it? Shall we get a big, we'll just get some wire. And it's going to have to go over a couple of them, isn't it? So let's just snip this off. Maybe I'll have to pop her back into here just for the wings. I'm not going to pop her all the way in, but I don't think I've got a jump ring. Let me just have a quick look. Got some silver jump rings. This one's quite big. This is quite a big one. I wonder if that would work. Where's my tweezers? Do you think that, oopsie daisy. That would work, wouldn't it? If I put that on there like that. And then we could just move it higher. On there. put a little bit of resin on these. That would work, wouldn't it? Let's see, let's give it a go. That's the only way we're going to find out. I'm going to take this off. Pop a little bit on there. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let's pop you on there. Okay. Bring our lovely lamp in. Pop you on there. Let's just pop that on there like that for a second. Oops. I do like this lamp. It's just a fabulous lamp. Really, really lovely. So, jump rings. All of these little bits and pieces that all come in handy. So, I think it would have been a bit awkward with this. But, look at these. Oh, do you think I like the bluey green? Because I've done those in the bluey green, haven't I? But most definitely going to be making another 2 of those. These are beautiful. I think they're very sort of this one's a bit bendy. This has just got wire all the way through it and some little seed beads on there. So these are sort of very sort of like ethnic-y, aren't they? Which are just stunning. I love them. Absolutely love them. So what's our little fairy doing? Let's have a look. Do you think that's holding on? Let's just take you out. Probably need to add just a little bit more onto there. Oh, they're going to work perfect. Oh, look at this shiny, shiny little fairy. Need to add a little bit. Tiny bit more and pop her back in again, just to make sure they are on. We don't want it falling off, but again you can have 4 different colour fairies, or you can have like, because you got the like, let me find them, let me show you. Well, that's under there. Let's just pop that in there for 2 seconds. Okay, so I keep them in a little pot just to keep the dust and everything on it. And I've also got my lovely snowflakes. Wouldn't they make beautiful ones? If you've got a nice, gosh, if you had a nice wedding, a Christmas wedding or something like that, or a winter wedding, these would look lovely hanging off the table, wouldn't it? They would look beautiful. Right, these are the ones I was looking for. We've got the pussycat, we have the lovely wolf, and we have the unicorn. So you could have all 4. You could just put a little piece of tape across there, so you've got the unicorn. These are lovely for kiddies' parties, even for the unicorn, wouldn't it? And then the wolf, just pop the little bit of tape across there, and then you've got the beautiful pussycat. So you could pop a piece of tape around this bit, so you catch his little tail in there, so you'd have to come round this bit. But very, very easy to do and lovely. But these would look beautiful. I'll pop the links down to everything that I'm using anyway, but again, for a winter wedding, these hanging off a table would look beautiful. Love them. Right, let's pop these to the side. I'm sure our little fairy is done. Click that. Bring her over. Look at that. Love it. Where's our little hooks? I think I'm going to have to be going and getting some, finding some hooks. Look at that. How beautiful. Now, where's my pliers? How fun is that? Push that together so it doesn't fall off. This just clips onto your tablecloth, and you could have them, you can make them to match your decor and everything, couldn't you? I just love it. So there we go, guys. That's our fab little tablecloth weights, I think they're called, something like that. But that's definitely going to be making more of these, oopsie days, I've got it all caught up now, got it stuck in there. But I think what I might do actually is make these different colours. Brilliant, aren't they? And these, love them. And of course we've got the lovely roses. So these are a definite. So lots and lots of options how you do it. These ones, as you can see, that's just come off the hook. I've just got the beads and I've just popped the wire through and made a little loop at the top, and then that just hangs on there like that. So beautiful. And what I've used the Let's Resin lamp, which is the UV light advance, and it is just fantastic because it cures from the top and the bottom. And also, if you didn't want it from the top and the bottom and you wanted to, which I do quite often, is pop it, take it off and pop it down over something. And as well, I do that if I've spilt some of the UV resin on my mat. I've got a clear mat on my table. And then it just hardens it. So love that. I've used the beautiful holographic flakes, which we get 6 colours, and I've used the no, it's the chameleon flakes and the holographic glitter, and they are just fabulous. And of course the UV resin, and you can get it into these big containers as well, which I just decanted down into the smaller ones. And these can be done with any molds, and if you've got any of the smaller molds as well, but they're fabulous. So there we go, guys. Big thank you to Let's Resin, because their stuff is absolutely amazing. Love it, love it. Please do give it a go. All the links are under the video. So thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.